We are Dimwitts. Dum da dum 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 dum.
Hey, I'm your Dimwit master here, Kenny, coming to you live from Your Move Studios, doing our Dungeons and Dimwits podcast. Today, we are going and continuing our Book of the Raven quest. I am joined today by our friend.
Hi, I'm Tony. Sorry, my mic was backwards. I'm Tony, and I play the fat alcoholic monk who evidently does really, really good against level 12 warlocks.
You didn't even say
Who
your
knew?
character's name.
Huh?
You didn't even say your character's name.
Shamgar.
Hey,
Yeah.
he has
I
an
didn't say-
identity.
Yeah, Shamgar Williams. And I'm usually backed up by my good friend.
I am Ian. I play the Paladin Caesar, who apparently is not good against level 12 warlocks, but's really good against random monks.
I still like the Greater Caesar Healthcare.
CEO and owner of Caesar Healthcare. You pay, you play. Otherwise, die.
One of the greatest memes to come from this is the Caesar healthcare system.
It's the Greater Caesar.
Greater Caesar
The Greater Caesar Healthcare system, folks. It's like America's, but somehow less predatory.
That's how he conquers, is with healthcare. That was the conquest paladin.
Paladin of Conquest. First conquest, the healthcare system.
All right, so who else?
And to my right-
Here?
We have...
Sorry, I was reading what I'm saying. And I'm Bellatrix Licur. I suck tonight. I'm Bellatrix Delicruz, and I am a very sucky warlock.
Hmm.
And
So
then
they
the
get
ghost
to join my
sitting next to
tips?
her is our fighter Nightbringer, played by Lauren, who is great gal.
I,
Human variant fighter. She has in her possession some really, really powerful armor that puts her at an AC of 21. Those not familiar with D&D, your average AC is usually somewhere between 14, 15, and 16. So with an AC of 21, normal attacks have a very, very difficult time hitting her. She also has resistance to necrotic damage, which doesn't come up very often, but it's nice to have. It's one of those things where you'd rather have it than not have it, even though it doesn't come up a whole lot. Now, last time we left off, you guys fought a bunch of were-ravens coming down off of a giant horn. You guys were wondering how you're going to get up there, contemplating leaving it behind, when you were also attacked by what looked like some sort of Aesmer warlock,
Who canonically, according to you, now wears hammer pants.
which canonically wears jump pants. Parachute pants, I think is what it's called, yes. So, yes, there is a mighty, edgy-looking warlock who wears parachute pants in this world that you guys managed to defeat. All things considered, it was a nice and fun fight. I do think that one amongst you was carrying a lot of the heat.
Certain
But
monk.
you guys came away with the W. The journey's not over, though. So you still have... You've only made it to your first destination, according to the map that was given out.
We're
Remember
so
that
dead.
we started at which way?
Which way?
And then we went down
The
this
village
way.
of which way?
Which
You
way?
guys made it this way from which way?
That way?
To the Hand and Horn. So what does our adventuring party decide to do moving forward here at the Hand and Horn? Do you want to climb the Hand and Horn?
I thought you
Figure
said
out a
we
way
couldn't.
to do so? Or do you wish to try and leave again? Remembering that last time you tried to leave, you came across the giant canyon.
Well, the scout...
We needed to summon a turtle, didn't we?
yeah, we needed some.
Ooh, I'm glad someone remembered.
Yeah. So, this is what I vote. I vote that someone orders a pizza with extra anchovies.
I'll start
Yeah.
screaming something about the Foot Clan,
The Foot Clan.
and we'll make it work.
I'll start screaming something about the Foot Clan.
Or I'll just start screaming the first theme song, like, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and just see if it gets them.
One, we go
Just
by the
start
code
shouting
of the martial
Orokusaki.
arts. Two, we never fight unless someone
Someone
else
else
starts.
starts.
Three, we always stick together no matter what. Four, we owe ourselves, now it's time to get
up.
up. The old one, the OG.
Oh no, I'm
was
talking about the one
best.
before that.
T-U-R-T-L-E power. Yeah,
No.
the Vanilla Ice one, yeah, from the movie.
No,
I like the Vanilla Ice one. That was funny.
How dare you?
no. I like the one where they started out with the Mousers invading their house. That was the best one.
That
That cartoon was the best rendition of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
100%.
That was just TMNT, wasn't it?
I don't know if it was just called TMNT.
Yeah, it was just called
Because
TMNT.
It wasn't the first ones.
I
'Cause
also
that
had-
came out when I was a child and you
Yeah,
weren't
and
even
they
a
were
thought.
on-
And there was a cartoon
There were
before
only
that.
Yeah,
three
I
of the
watched it
movies.
growing up. It was on 4Kids. I also had the video game on GameCube. I did. It was a
Good
great
game.
video game. This doesn't sound like a D&D podcast.
No,
No, it doesn't.
Off the
Rails.
All right, let's get back on to it. Anyways, yes. So we
Decision
need to
has to be made.
summon we need to summon a turtle. So
You need to summon the Great Turtle.
Turtle. Can I draw a turtle in the dirt and then start shouting "Turtle appear"?
That doesn't sound like how you summon a Great Turtle. I'm sure you guys understand how to summon this Great Turtle.
Do we have to sacrifice?
I, in fact, do not have to. Shamgar. We're
Shammy.
sacrificing the warlock.
What? How dare you?
Do we have to sacrifice something? Shamgar, we have to sacrifice the Warlock.
I mean,
I roll to secure her with my whip. That's a
For-
joke. That's a joke. I'm not actually.
Vermilion?
Alright. I see you're confused, young one. Let me give you some true sight. You guys, Shamgar and Caesar, see that Bellatrix's eyes begin to glow purple.
Nope, nope. I don't like this.
And from your perspective, Bellatrix, you're able to see a cave opening in the bottom of the mesa.
Okay. I walk towards the cave
You're
because
gonna
I'm very
walk in the cave?
intrigued.
Alright.
Can we see the cave?
No, you cannot see the cave. But what you do see is apparently Bellatrix disappearing into the wall. Just like vanished.
Caesar, were you aware that the changeling had phasing powers?
I was not. Can we follow her?
You can walk up to the wall. Are you wishing to put your hand through it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it goes right through.
Come, Shamgar. We must follow the schizo through the wall.
Missed an opportunity to watch Caesar fall on his face.
Hmm.
All right, I'm coming.
Oh. And I think we can assume that Lauren will be in tow with.
No, we can't
Nibby.
assume that because she's so hit and miss on when she actually
She'll
shows.
probably follow
I will keep her in a default
Follow state.
follow state, yes. She'll be like an NPC that follows you in a Skyrim mission.
that does nothing. for
She's
help.
at idle right now, so
Yeah.
and she just gets rubber banded.
Oh, there's
Yep,
actual
I accept
that's
this.
ready for you guys.
So you guys,
There's actual-
Oh, hold on. I've got it. I've got it so where we can make this canonical. So, wait 1 second. Nibbles is in shock of what she shot. What she shot.
what she shot? Huh?
what she shot.
What she shot?
Apparently, Sean Connery.
What's her?
comes with a shot.
I don't believe in hitting a woman,
So she
but
was in
sometimes
shock.
it takes
So
firm hand to get my point
you
across.
wrapped her with the whip, and you're dragging her through the door, canonically,
Around her legs, so I'm just dragging her across the
Apparently, you're being drawn
Why?
across the ground.
because she was NPC, and she
This
was.
sounds like a very
No, you're not
invasive
kicking 'cause I
operation to a
whipped the legs,
character.
so
I'm not
you
gonna
kinda
allow this.
You're not gonna allow this.
No.
So what did you say about that, Devin?
What I have going on is fine enough. We don't need to be dragging other people's characters.
I thought it would be hilarious.
Hmm. No, we'll pass on that one for now.
All
She'll just follow through. Now, you guys are walking up a narrow passageway lit with torches on scones. And it's a very steep staircase that seems to be winding in a circle. And as long as you guys have been on here, because you're on there for a good long while, it seems to keep going. Oh boy. I'm going to need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw. Constitution saving throw.
D20?
Yeah, everybody on their D20s. Their biggest, fattest, most roundest die.
I got
12.
19.
I will ask you guys when I need your answers. Because if everyone just starts shouting their things together, I'm not going to know what to do with it. Okie dokie. We got Shammy. What'd you get?
6.
So even with your modifier?
Yes. 5 plus 1.
Wow, you suck.
Yeah,
Caesar.
I knew that this was
22.
22?
Where are we adding it from?
So,
Saving throw.
Oh, Constitution's plus 3, so I actually have 15.
so
It's your saving throw.
What do you mean my saving throw? No, so plus 5, so actually I have 21. Or
21?
21, 17.
17?
Sorry, I'm not with it. Math isn't here today.
17, huh? Okay, dokie. 17. Bellatrix.
I got a 19.
Okay. Everyone seems to be doing relatively fine. However, Shamgar is winded. And he needs to stop, and he's scaring you.
Yeah, remember he's dragging me?
No, I put a stop to that.
We got vetoed on that one.
Oh.
So,
Kenny decided to be no fun.
it depends on who you ask. So, Shamgar has to sit down on the stairs to take a break because he is winded. He is no longer able to maintain the pace that you guys are heading up these stairs at. So we all come to a brief halt. At this time, I'd like everyone to make a perception check.
20.
Yeah, the D20. Keep your answers inside your head
Wait,
until
do we
I...
add anything to it, or is it just the roll?
No,
it's
the
your
roll plus
perception.
your perception.
Okay.
So for you, it is just the roll.
Okay, we're going to start with Shamgar.
14.
Caesar. Nibby.
16.
Even with the roll, she beats me.
Bellatrix.
18.
Okay, you guys all hear footsteps in conversation of like the caca variety up above you. But it seems to be
Marcos.
descending down towards you guys. Huh. Coming down the stairs towards you guys. What do you guys do?
I'm just going to use my shield to protect myself. Maybe we should hear them out this time.
Does anybody understand that language?
I thought one
Caca.
you guys have...
One of you speak caca?
Don't one of you guys have like a language changing or the option to?
I have one extra language. I'm not wasting it on caca.
Well, it would have helped us with Darth Vader dude back when.
Darth Vader, dude.
Who's Darth Vader, dude?
Black and white guy.
Oh, Arthur? He
Demon
spoke.
dude.
He's
Demon dude that
Yeah.
like tried to send his
Yeah,
weird
he spoke
face.
English.
yeah. His name was Arthur, and he spoke our language.
How do you know his name?
You said you told us.
You told us his name was Arthur. You told him he was a character you made.
Yeah.
Well, I have to listen to the podcast.
We don't
then.
canonically know this, but outside of canon,
you
we are
told
aware
us
of
after
it.
podcast.
Anyway,
Well, way to ruin the surprise there, guys.
well, clearly we are.
How was that a surprise?
Okay,
I don't think the
why
audience
don't-
knew
okay,
that.
Hey,
Yeah, I don't
why
think it was
don't
ever
we just
mentioned
sit
actually on the
here and
podcast.
see if they do speak English, and if they don't, and somebody attacks us, why don't we attack them after they attack us?
I'm watching you. Spoiler.
Sword readied.
Sword ready?
I'm just protecting.
Is the cave big enough for me to actually swing my sword in?
No, it is not.
Hammer time.
Oh, you were about to Goblin Slayer this.
Okay,
He's gonna
so
break all the stairs.
I'm gonna use my shield to protect this.
Oh, okay.
Being the one who has nothing to defend herself with, other than some black orb.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're
Literal
in,
black
we're in a
hole on
very tight
leash.
space. That orb could do some good.
This is true.
Maybe you should conjure the black orb.
Not right now.
I
We gotta remember, we all have not rested yet.
I'm choosing.
And?
I'm choosing to meditate.
I'm choosing to caca. So, the Were Ravens have now come down the stairs and they've seen you guys. Those of you that are ready, roll for initiative.
15.
Hold on, I will ask.
Wait. I gotta add a new.
I roll, right?
Were you readying yourself for combat?
No, you're meditating.
Nerd.
Some could say a monk's form of combat is meditating.
Okay.
Is that your answer?
Yeah, I'm ready up.
Okay. Shamgar.
17.
Caesar.
13.
What were we rolling for? Initiative?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nibby.
15.
Bellatrix.
18.
Alright. I need a roll for these Were Ravens. Plus two. You're in the fridge.
There's
Ranch.
there's.
I was
I
like,
thought I put a whole lot in there.
is that they said ranch or from the sector? Like,
No, I said
that is not
fridge.
even remotely close to the same thing, you psychopath.
And then sour cream. Will you wait? Will you get me a plate? please?
Okay, the turn order is as such. We start with Bellatrix, then Shamgar, then Nibby, then Caesar, then our two friends, Were Raven 1 and Were Raven 2.
You're first.
Now, here's how you guys are standing on the staircase. The very front person is Caesar, followed by Bellatrix, followed by Nibby, followed by Shamgar in the very back. So the Caesar's the one facing the closest to him, but Bellatrix is going first.
Okay.
How close are we? How close is she to Caesar?
Fairly close. Like you guys were ascending the stairs together. It would almost be like you could reach out and touch the person behind you and in front of you, and there's almost no room for you to be able to get around one another. You guys are very much in a line.
Great.
You're
Okay,
first.
You're first.
Well, he's
You're
first in the line, but you are first to act.
Oh.
You still have to go.
How are you getting past him?
Can I just, like, stand sideways so she can walk past me?
Nope.
Nope.
Into the mic, please.
What
Okay.
should I do? Because I'm not really, not really any. The only piercing
Like,
weapon I
I'm
have is
not
my.
usually the first one to hit somebody.
Not wrong.
Oh, okay. I see how it is.
Weren't you the first one to
Don't
act
know
this
what
time?
to do. She is the first one to act this
No, I
time.
meant like she was the first one to vote to ready up.
No. No, I think Lauren was. She just wanted to defend herself,
I
though.
guess I'll hit it with an Eldritch Blast. I guess.
You want to hit it with an Eldritch Blast, huh?
Am I
Hmm.
the last in the lineup?
You are, in fact, the
Yes.
last in the lineup of the player characters.
Hallway fight scene.
Okay, yeah, but I'm mushy and I'm up front. I'm not gonna survive this.
So, you can choose. Understand that you know what I was doing with that warlock that you guys were fighting. You were the same class as that warlock. What I was doing with that warlock, you can do. You are a Hexblade warlock.
Am I?
Yeah, you can summon a packed weapon.
Did not know that.
I thought she wasn't Hex. I thought none of us were that kind of thing yet. Cause
Nope. So you guys don't get your subclasses until level 3. Warlocks do right out the gate.
okay.
Paladins don't get their oath until level 3. Warlocks become warlocks at level 1. They're packed already in full swing. That's why they're one of the most popular multi-class options because they get it immediately at level 1. So you can choose to use your cantrip, Eldritch Blast, or you can summon your Hexblade. You can also cast... Understand that you have Shield as one of your spells, and that's a reaction. It increases your AC by 4 as a reaction for the rest of the round until it's your turn again.
I've been protecting you. for
Also,
no
as a
reason.
bonus action, once per rest, you can curse an enemy. Kind of like what I did to Ian. But, again, that's only once per rest, so use it sparingly because it's only once per rest.
I have that all written down here, just apparently not paying attention to it. Okay.
You also have access to Wrathful Smite.
'Kay.
Because Hexblade Warlocks get access to smites.
Why would you do this to me?
Well, I mean, she's got it. The guy I've been using's got it. You haven't been using it.
Into the mic, please.
I've been saving them.
Oh, well, I'm sure that day will come when you'll be useful.
I almost used them on him. I'm sorry, say it again?
You heard me. You're not always going to be able to live off of the
And-
glory of Daddy Shamgar.
Don't bring me into this. No.
I ain't living off nothing.
Pretty soon you're going to become even paler, like Luigi in the Shadow of Mario.
Oh.
Which is funny because you're bigger than him, yet you're still smaller than him.
You know I'm not saying any of this, right?
I'm aware.
Okay.
I think our GM's about to do smite.
His character's name is Jim.
Jim. Jim. What does Bellatrix do?
She dropped her enchilada.
That I did.
Focusing on that enchilada, are we?
Hexblade.
You're going to summon your Hexblade? What do you want your Hexblade to be?
Can it be?
Anything, probably.
Some sort of blade
He's not wrong.
that has a hex on it.
Not necessarily true. But any bladed weapon.
She summons a table knife.
I would actually.
It's a pizza cutter.
I'd probably do a sword because I don't actually have a sword. I've just got a dagger and a spear, so probably not a sword.
Matter of fact, I was definitely your DM because the way you built your character during character creation looks very much like my character. You have the same cantrips. You also have the same bonuses to your cantrips. You also have potent and forceful cantrip. So, you would like to summon your weapon?
Yes.
What kind of blade weapon do you want?
A sword.
Just any sword? Long sword? Short sword? Great sword? Which would be funny.
Probably just a long sword.
Just a long sword. Alright, I'm going to add a long sword to your
Should've-
thingy.
Should have made it like a tie machete. The handle is just as long as the blade. Those things are awesome. I want one in real life.
If I had to do one, it'd be a samurai sword. I think
Actually,
that'd be.
can I do a
think that,
samurai sword?
I think
Can I
that
do
would
that?
tie in my.
That's
fire
not in this game. You have to flavor it as such.
flavor as such.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking like a big desk. Sorry. The big blade that Zabuza has in Naruto. He was the water guy.
I haven't seen Naruto.
Airbender?
Should have made it the one that Ichigo has in Bleach.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was
A
thinking.
giant butcher knife.
Yeah.
Full tang, straight blade, curved edge.
I'm sure he's just trying to figure out the samurai. Or-
But yeah.
What is your charisma again?
17 plus 3.
Okay, understand that your packed weapon goes off of your charisma score, nothing else. That is the power given to you by using your packed weapon, is that you don't have to use dexterity or strength to swing that sword, you use your charisma.
Okay.
That is one of the biggest features of the Hexblade Warlock, is you fight with your charisma. So if you choose to roll an attack with your longsword, you'll be rolling 1d8 plus 3 if you're using it with one hand, 1d10 plus 3 if you're using two hands, and it's always going to be a plus 5 to hit.
Okay.
What do you do? Also, your Eldritch Blast is a plus 5 to hit too, just so we're clear. What do you want to do? You've summoned your blade. It's a longsword.
I know. I'm trying to think if I want to attack first or not, but I kind of have to.
As you summon the sword. Oh, my sword. You've summoned it. How did you do that? I know I'm trapped in here, but this is getting a bit invasive, don't you think? Stealing my things? Oh well. If you die, I'm free, so try your hand at a little sword play, why don't you?
That's not creepy at all. Okay,
Wait, hear them out. You just hear me yell out.
Do you wish to swing the sword? Also, you cast your spells using the sword now. So
Okay.
you don't have to use a spell focus or material components. You can now cast your spells through the sword.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and swing at them.
Do you wish to use a bonus action to imbue your sword with Wrathful Smite?
No. I
No?
don't think it needs to go that far yet.
You don't think it needs to go
No,
that far yet?
I don't.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It look pretty dope. Just saying.
Just to show Ian that I've done it first.
Be hilarious. I mean, the warlock you guys fight already used a smite. So technically he was the first one.
He tried.
Yeah, as you almost got yourself handed to you.
Oh, hold on. Let's not downplay his nope.
Let's downplay the fact I
ran
walked off
through.
death.
He got
I
ran.
had to fight some shadow
So-
of it.
He got stabbed.
You're
and
just gonna swing your
said
sword?
No to
Yeah, I
death.
was
He
just
Alright.
disagreed
Roll your
himself
d20
back to
and add
life.
plus 5 to the result. At the first Raven.
Raven?
Yeah, you're fighting the
Yeah.
Were-Raven.
Angry
16
says
in total.
That's with the plus 5? Okay. That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. Are you using one hand or two hand to swing your sword? One. So that's your d8, which is your diamond. Looks like this.
Eight.
You got 8?
8.
Oh, Albie, that's a plus 3. So your total is 11. 11 damage. I gotta write that down. That's on me. Okay, we now move on to Shamgar, who's in the very back of the line right now. We're also assuming that you were able to, after summoning your weapon, reach beside Caesar's character to lash out at one of these ravens and hit them. So all they saw was Caesar, and then all of a sudden the sword just comes from behind and whips them. Haka! Ah! Ah!
I really think we should have waited just for once to see if we can hear them out. Just once.
What is Shamgar doing in the back of the pack? Doo-doo.
Having
Doo-doo.
hallucinations.
Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. His name is Shamgar. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. He's very drunk all the time.
Taylor. Did you make this?
There is not
Lay. Shamgar?
a whole lot of anything I can do.
Can Shamar climb over me to fight them?
It'll take. I actually have to climb over. Nibby.
Can he climb over all of
I
us?
have to climb over Nibby and then Bellatrix and then you.
Can he just spider over the seats like she did in that one Bushnar video we did where she just ran across the top of the seats? Can we just do that?
I pinged everybody that day.
What do I do? You know what? I'm gonna throw a dart.
He's going to throw a dart.
In
Throw
the back
yon
of my
dart,
head.
good sir. See if you. Yeah, I'm gonna have you roll with disadvantage because you're throwing up. Since you were at the very back, you're at the bottom of the stairs compared to everyone else. Not the very bottom, but you're at the bottom most step compared to everyone else. You're throwing up and around 1, 2, 3 other people at a target in a very narrow staircase. So I will
You
have
hit
you
me
roll
in the
for
back of the
disadvantage.
head, I swear.
Disadvantage is rolling twice
8.
and taking the smaller of the two numbers. So go ahead, roll twice, and then you're going to use the smaller of the two numbers.
Okay. So that's 16.
Roll again.
That's 16.
Okay, sure. Why not?
I was gonna say you can look.
His helicopter
You got a
spins
plus
up
five?
the staircase.
Shamgar, fully blasted. I'm talking flavor blasted, like he's seeing not 3 people in front of him, but 6. And he takes out a dart, sniffs the air, smells his breath, boom, and hits a guy with a 21. Go ahead and roll damage.
I want to add insult to injury.
Hmm.
It's the dart I pulled out of my own arm.
Oh, you mean like the crossbow bolt?
I stabbed him with his own. I threw their friend's bolt at them.
Okay, so you rip that out and throw it with precision accuracy right into the crow that's standing closest to Caesar. Caesar jolting at the idea that there's a bolt that just flew by him, nailing the were-raven right in front of him. I need you to roll damage. That's 1d4. That's your pyramid die. And you're adding +3 to the result.
3.
Okay, so,
So
that's
that's
6. 6 damage. Okay, this guy
Alright,
is still
Caesar.
standing. We now
Back,
move
I
on
got
to
you.
Nibby. Nibby, you are third in line. You are just in front of Shamgar, who just threw a dart past all of you to hit this were-raven.
Well, instead of trying to attack everything like everybody else, I'm just gonna keep holding my shield and wait for them to try and break through the front too.
Okay. Remember that you can use your bonus action to impose disadvantage on anyone that attacks people who are next to you, which in this case is Shamgar and Bellatrix.
So I can do that to help her out.
Yeah,
And
but only if
essentially-
they are attacked can you do that.
Yeah, you haven't been attacked yet. You attacked them. They haven't attacked you. If I choose to do that, would it need to be my turn to do it or no?
What you could do is you can, as your action for this turn, you can take the dodge action.
Okay.
No, you don't need to roll anything for it. It's just that if you take the dodge action on your turn, that means that whenever you have to make a dexterity saving throw moving forward, you gain a bonus to it, equal to your dexterity modifier.
Okay, then I'm gonna do that.
It's not something that comes into play right now. It's you prepping to dodge
Alright.
an attack.
Okay.
Now, we move on to Caesar. Caesar, what do you got going on for us?
So I'm standing up front with my warhammer
You
out.
are standing up front with your warhammer out.
Is the dart that Shamgar threw sticking out of one of his head, or did it go all the way through?
It's sticking out of his chest.
I'm gonna try and hit it with my hammer, like try and just like hammer the nail.
His move.
Okay.
That's what I'm laughing
Here's
about.
how I will rule this. I want you to roll with disadvantage, but if you hit this attack, you will do a bonus d8 die of damage.
Okay. So 2d20s, 2 rolled twice, then
Yeah,
take
you
lower.
roll it twice, take the lower number.
13.
13?
Yep.
Plus what?
Plus.
I don't have your character up right now.
Sorry, give me 1 sec.
Your warhammer is a +5. Wow.
Yes, and then it's 1d8. D8 is this guy, right?
Yeah, but since you hit, go ahead and roll your d8 twice.
4. 4. So that'll be 8
Plus
plus
3.
plus 3, so that's 11.
11 damage to this guy. Okay.
Kajunga! Call me Bob the Builder. Yes, we can.
Did he just send that dart through that guy and into another one?
No, this guy is still standing.
Ooh.
But you have lodged it deep into his chest. This guy has developed a tension pneumothorax. His chest cavity is now filling with air and it cannot go anywhere.
High five, John Henry.
I'm in so much danger now, they're going to kill me. But it was worth it.
Yeah, he's still standing though. He's looking very weak. He's crumbled down to his knees. Still alive though. We now move to Were Raven number 1, who is this poor gentleman with a tension pneumothorax. He's trying to caw, but can't do it so well. He's like trying to like swipe at his chest to figure out what's going on with the bolt that is now stuck inside of him. And he's going to
I may be the Luigi to his Mario, but gosh darn if I don't do a baller second act.
he very weakly is able to somewhat aim his hand crossbow at your direction and fire it. He's going to do so with disadvantage.
Literal sucking chest wound.
Okay, that's a 4. Does an 8 hit Caesar?
Negative.
All right. Boom! It just goes into the ceiling of the staircase as he's just like, and then starts falling backwards. His eyes are fading. He's still twitching on the ground. We now go to Were Raven 2, who's like, whoa!
Probably wondering why they're
takes out his hand crossbow and fires it at Caesar as well, who, from his perspective, just punished the guy in front of him. And he's going to roll to see if he can hit you with a 16.
16 is my armor class exactly. Defender's advantage?
Yes. So that does not. It bounces off your armor.
Oh, thank heaven.
Boom! Hits you in a very thick part, right in the dead center of your chest plate. Bounces off. We're now going to oh, my bad. Since we are now within melee range, he can't do any of his multi-attacks. We're going back from the top with Bellatrix, who has walked away from the table. Bellatrix! Ah! Haha! Perks. Now, Bellatrix, it is your turn. Do you wish to swing your sword again, or do you want to cast Eldritch Blast?
I'll cast Eldritch Blast. I roll a 19.
Plus 5.
14. 24.
You're the nail. I'm the hammer.
Okay, roll your d10.
That was baller.
That is... That. This one again.
Yeah, that's your d10, and then add your charisma modifier, which is a plus 3.
7.
Plus 3 is 10. He did 10 damage to this guy, and he is dead.
I killed him.
Were Raven 1 is now dead. He lied there, kind of twitching on the ground. Bellatrix peeks out from behind Caesar, getting ready to do her own little purple Hadouken. Blasts it, zips by Caesar, hits it on the ground, and then his body starts dissolving into purple light. Were Raven 2 is scared, absolutely terrified, and is making he's trying to turn around and run away now. We now go to Shamgar.
Yes,
It's your turn.
my turn.
Were Raven 1 is dead and gone, literally,
Yeah.
and Were Raven 2 is trying to run away.
I'm gonna throw another dart.
Okay, again with disadvantage. Still 3 people in front of you. If you want to reroll, you can reroll.
It literally landed on the line. Alright, so that's 10.
Don't worry, I got this. Yarr. Dragon.
Thank you, sir. 10 is the lowest.
Wow. Okay, so your stats is with your dart. That is a plus 5, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, I'll pull up your character again, Shamgar.
Yeah.
Oh,
plus
it is
5.
a plus 5. So you got 15. That does hit, which is redonkulous that you're getting through all these people.
1d4 plus 3, so
Yes.
I'm just rolling once, right?
Yes.
1. So for 3, that's 4.
Yep, 4 damage. So you got him in the back of the calf. Caw! And he's still trucking along, limping his way.
All yours, Caesar.
And now we go to
I have a
Nibby.
plan.
Nibby, it seems that you guys are just absolutely torching these were-ravens.
Can I try and throw something at it? Like
You
my
want to
short
throw
sword?
something? So what you can throw, Nibby,
Hold on,
is
Captain
your hand
America.
axe.
This.
Oh,
Oh man, I was hoping for a Captain America.
So you
move.
can pull out your hand axe and just like at those bars that allow you to throw axes at targets.
Yeah, I want to try that. And it's D20, right?
Yeah, it's a d20. You got a +5 to your result.
20.
Oh, you got a natural
I
20?
got a natural 20.
Ring the bell! Natural 20! In combat.
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay, so how I roll for crits, and I've explained this before, but I want to keep doing it because rules as written,
I like it.
crits in the game of D&D kind of suck. Because rules as written, it just means that you take the damage die that you have and you roll it twice, and then you add your modifier. Which means that, say for example, you have a D12, like you have a lance or a great axe, and you got a D12, and you're like, oh, I got a big die. I roll it twice. 1. Okay, I'll roll it again. 1. Oh, okay, and then my modifier is a 5. I rolled a 7 for damage on a crit. Wah, wah, wah. I don't like it. It seems underwhelming. So what I allow for you guys to do is to take the damage die that is appropriate for your weapon, max it out, then double it, then add your modifier. So for your D6, we're taking it its max value of a 6,
Okay.
doubling it to a 12, then adding your modifier, which is a 3. So you just did 15 damage.
Okay.
Baller.
You threw that thing with so much precision. It was almost like a magic trick because you were crouched behind your shield, and then all of a sudden, hand axe. And it caught this bird in the base of the spine. Caw! Falls flat, kind of tumbles down a couple stairs towards Caesar, and he doesn't seem to be able to control his legs at this moment.
You're welcome.
You paralyzed him.
I mean, I was going to use my bullwhip to
We
just
now go to
wrench him back
Caesar.
down the stairs. So I'm going to just take like a step up so that way I'm kind of standing right above him and then just heave-ho the hammer right through the back of his head.
Okay. Do so with advantage because you have advantage against prone targets with melee combat.
Sweet. So D20 times 2 for advantage.
Yeah, you roll it twice, take the higher number.
4.
Oh, we're not going to take that, hopefully. You never know. Don't roll a 3.
14.
Hey, we'll take the 14.
And then my damage die is my D8.
8.
Sham.
So your
You just
14
hanging
plus
out
5 is 19. That
watching.
does hit. Roll
You
your
just
1d8
watching
plus
the show
3.
happen in the back.
No, I'm throwing
5 plus 3 is 8. So I'm
Okay.
swinging for 8.
8 damage. All right, you've crushed into this guy's body. He's still alive, but he is not looking so hot.
I'm in the back like.
So
Ted
we now
Lasso,
go to
just
Wereraven
chucking
2's
darts
turn,
out of board.
and he's like pitifully trying to like crawl his way up the stairs. He's got a collapsed shoulder blade from when you hit him in the back. He's got a hand axe literally sticking out of his lower back, and there's a dart in his right calf.
He's not having a hot
This
day.
guy looks like a pincushion. And so what I'm going to have him do on his turn is he's going to try and use his self-regeneration, which is a technique that none of these guys have since done.
Yeah.
Which
In
is
their defense, they haven't had much of an opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where's my axe?
I mean, let's look at poor guys last week. Most of them were
Okay.
dead before he hit the ground. The other one was trying to King Kong his mouth open.
all right. The Wereraven has healed himself. He seems to be a little bit better. The dart has popped out of his calf. What was once smashed shoulder blade now looks like it's functioning, not altogether in the same piece, mind you, but it seems to be functioning now. And the hand axe has popped out of his back, and he's slowly being able to crack his back.
Grab my
But that
axe.
is
Hey,
his
but-
turn.
Hammer.
Big Bird. Can I have my dart back?
Hey, hey, hey. Caw. Caw. Starts trying to like pick
Sir, this
himself
is
up
a
and
family-friendly show.
and he takes off up the stairs, like limping and kind of like
Trying
With
to
doing like the
feathers
Hunchback of
falling
Notre
about
Dame,
him
trying to
with
get
a
his way
trail.
up there. We now go back to
So
Shamgar, though.
rude.
Shamgar, he's made it enough around the bend of this staircase that you can't have a direct line of sight on him now.
Someone needs
That
to
I
start
can't
running.
have a direct line of
Yes.
sight on them. Okay.
Someone needs to start running.
This one were
you,
Raven.
You know what? Can I use my fast traveler and run? Not on top, but like off to the side and like parkour on the wall ahead of everyone.
No. Like, see that door frame right there?
Yes.
That is the type of space that you have. That's why you guys are all in single file line.
What if I use my agility? And
Just
and
dive.
and do like the monkey.
You want to
crawl.
crawl
Shamgar?
over your friends.
Shamgar, I am 6'10". I'm probably hitting my head on the ceiling.
I mean, at the very least, I'm second in line.
You're in the very back of the
You're
line.
the very back.
No, but if I do this, I'm not making it past him. At the very least, I'll wind up being second in line.
I'll tell you this. Caesar doesn't even have direct line of sight on this guy right now. And he's in the front of the line.
All right, then I guess because I've got nothing that I can do. As far as an attack goes, or healing.
Look at that. Shamgar's not great at everything.
Yeah, because you literally put him in a box.
You had to stick
I
me.
put you in a
had
box.
to stick me in a tube.
I saw that Constitution saving throw. You rolled the least out of everyone. You're the first one that had to stop and take a break.
All right.
Why was I the first one in line, though, is my question.
Because you had the highest roll on the Constitution
Great.
save.
Okay, so that's fine. I'll take a rest and a drink.
You'll just sit this one out.
There's nothing I can do. I can't. What am I gonna do? Punch a wall? For what purpose?
Okie dokie. If that's what you wish to do, then so be it. We skip Shamgar, and we go into Nibby. Nibby being third in line.
Is there any way that I can get past anybody?
You can try and maybe shimmy your way in a squeeze past Bellatrix, but Caesar is before Bellatrix.
Okay, well, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to yell at Caesar, move!
Can she, like, reach her arm around me and try and grab her axe that's laying on the stairs by chance?
No, because
you
she's two bodies.
completely skipped over
behind
me.
the axe.
My bad.
Skip over who?
He skipped over me and went to you.
That's right, because she's the first in line. She's the
Yeah.
first to attack.
Because after Caesar hit him with his
Hammer.
He's
hammer.
the first in line, but she's always the first to attack.
Yeah, I got skipped.
Oh,
go next.
my bad. I thought I went over your turn.
All good. I'm just taking a rest anyway, so.
Okay, Bellatrix, what would you like to do?
Nibby and I are in the back just pouring each other drinks, having a chat.
At this rate, that's how life's going to go.
At this rate. Bellatrix, what would you like to do?
Is there any way I can push Caesar forward?
Push him forward?
Yeah.
Not likely. What is your strength? Here, I can even answer that for myself. Bellatrix.
Not much.
Bellatrix, you have a strength of... Oh, she's got a strength of 11, so she's average.
That's my strength.
So, I mean, it's not impossible.
I want to try to move him towards
You have actually
her.
really decent scores all around for a warlock. Wow.
Well, that felt
You were
demeaning.
only 1 point behind me in strength.
Yeah.
Good on you. Roll better.
Roll better.
Yeah, I want to
Wow.
try to push Ian towards the crow because I want to get closer to it.
Well, I tell you what, that's not gonna happen.
Then. Is there
You
any way I
can-
can, like, throw my hexblade at it?
You want to throw your hexblade at it? It's not within line of sight.
Okay.
The curve
I-
to the staircase is too much for you to be able to see.
I have a feeling we're going to get around this curve and we're just going to face like an army of crows that we
Well, I'd use my Eldritch Blast, but I don't know if it's going to go around the curve to get him.
No, it will not go around the curve to
So
get
there's
him.
not really much I can do.
Does Bellatrix have any healing spells?
Not that I know of.
It would appear not.
Whoever decided to go in this cave, thanks.
That'd be Bellatrix.
You guys followed.
Yeah.
Yes, but when have
Without word.
Without
Without word.
concerns.
when have we not? It would have been out of character.
So,
Yeah.
Don't wanna hear it.
Apparently, we all just love to die.
But she's the one who went in. I was trying to summon a turtle with anchovy pizzas.
I was trying to call the ancient turtle name.
the Foot Clan.
The
Orokusaki.
Shredder. Master Splinter.
Can I just prepare for another attack?
You would like to prepare for an attack?
Yeah.
Or maybe
Seems
prepare
like-
action, follow Caesar when he finally moves on
Yeah.
his turn?
Pretty much, yeah.
Alright, prepare action, follow Caesar.
Hey, Sam, you just
Uh,
hang out
so-
upstairs and let them go?
Would it be possible
good.
for me to like run around the corner and whip it with my bullwhip?
You want to run around the corner and throw out your bullwhip?
Yeah, to try and like catch it, because I have a 10-foot range on the bullwhip.
Sure. Go ahead and charge forward. I think it seems reasonable that you can catch up to this wounded were-raven. And go ahead and make a bullwhip attack action.
Okay. So it's a 20 and then
Your whip is a +5. And it's a 1d4 +3. What did you roll for your hit?
19.
+5, or is that with the +5?
You've got 24.
24.
Okay.
Sorry. Is my whip strength or?
It would appear so.
Oh.
But I can look into that real quick. Hold on.
if your whip
It is strength based.
if your whip is strength, oh man, you're gonna cut that bird in half.
I'm just trying to grab him, but
You're gonna carve that turkey from a distance.
I'm surprised. One would think that it could be dexterity based, but in this instance, no.
and then it's
He is just
1d4.
smashing this poor white raven with a whip.
How is it the
4.
the monk just
4 total.
annihilates everything?
One. It's a 1 + 3, so it's 4.
All right. I should have genuinely had you roll with disadvantage, but I'm a bit late on that because you're in such an enclosed space. What did you roll for damage?
A 4 total.
Oh,
With
that
my-
sucks. You rolled a 1 +3?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm not even trying to kill him. I'm trying to grab him with the whip so I can like yank him back or something.
okay. 4 damage.
Our paladin became a weapons specialist.
Okay. Unfortunately, that was not enough for you to be able to entangle him.
Aw.
So he is still going. You were able to whip him in the back, but he's like ah, and then keeps hobbling forward. He's not making it much farther past where you guys encountered though. And now we go to his turn where he's going to continue to try and get away from you guys. He is making some distance, only though it's half distance because he's very hurt. We now go back to the very top with Bellatrix, who's just behind Caesar still.
Okay, but I made it around the corner, so is she now around the corner too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I still see him?
Yeah, I'll say so.
Okay. Are we wanting to catch him or?
I'm just trying to stop him from getting to friends, but if you can like Eldritch Blast
Yeah,
him,
so I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
zip him.
All right, go ahead and roll your Eldritch Blast. It's 1d20 plus 5.
21.
21, that hits. Go ahead and roll your d10 plus 3. Nerd.
Plus 3 is 11. Or,
11.
yeah,
you got-
11.
You got an 11. That'll do it. So Bellatrix, with both the kills on these characters now, does from behind Caesar yet again, charges up her purple Hadouken, lets it rip, it zips right past Caesar, hits this poor raven in the back, and his body disappears into glowy purple lights.
To anyone who's at the top of the stairs and can barely see me, it looks like I'm a paladin who's casting Eldritch Blast, has a warhammer and a whip. I'm just a one-man menace to the top of the stairs. As far as I can see, it's just
Hand axe is flying by, darts are flying by.
I'm throwing anything in these poor things with the kitchen
He
sink.
became the D&D version of Moon Knight. Random crap. Go.
I take a couple more steps forward so everyone can get up and get their crap and stop complaining
Okay.
at me.
By the way, really
Yep.
quick.
Acceptable.
Good job. 2
Yeah.
kills in a
You
row.
got
Double kill,
both
nice.
kills. Now, you guys successfully make it to the top of the stairs. It has been a long-winded fight with these stairs, though. The stairs were more arduous than the White Ravens. Once you get to the you get to the very top. You stand before scaffolding that is constructed all over this horn, even to the very mouthpiece of it. The mouthpiece, albeit very large. What do you guys wish to do? Seems empty up here. What was once a hustle and bustle of black silhouettes that you once saw is now empty.
I want to investigate.
You want to investigate?
Yeah.
I want you to roll your investigation.
Me as well.
You want to take a sip? It's liquid IV. It's basically electrolytes.
It's rolling a d20 and adding your investigation modifier.
It's strawberry flavored.
Sturber.
I got a 15. She got a 21.
15, 21.
Wait, is
Bellatrix, what?
Is really quick before you go on? Is Nibby and I with them? Because
Yes, we're at the top of the stairs.
all right, well, because
yeah, this
the
was a
last
full
time
party
we were,
movement.
Oh, okay.
Full party
I was
movement.
just gonna say because the last time we discussed, her and I were just
Yeah,
sitting.
hanging out on the stairs
We were
while
we
you
were,
walk
we were,
across.
we were we were stooping it up.
I will
drinking
always
beer.
rubber band your characters when you're on default.
I'm good with that. Thank you. I
So-
just wanted to make sure.
Bellatrix, you find that at the mouthpiece there is an inscription for magic, arcane magic.
Woohoo!
And anyone, after you've pointed it out to the party, anyone can make an arcane magic check to see what it's referring to or talking about.
I want to try to see if I know.
So anyone can make an arcane magic check. It is an intelligence check, I believe. Yeah, Arcana magic is an intelligence check on your character sheet.
Schizo Warlock. What magic's your department? Want to give it a shot?
Any one of us can do that, right?
Well, Caesar, you have an intelligence of 10, which is average. It couldn't hurt.
What's
It'd
my
be really funny if you made
intelligence?
it. Your intelligence,
It's
Nibby.
10.
I'm at 12.
Yes, Nibby, your intelligence is 10.
This is even worth
I'll do it.
trying.
Shamgar, your intelligence is a 12. You have a +1 modifier for it. Bellatrix, what is your intelligence?
I
Is
have
it
a
also a 12?
Yeah, it's a 12 plus 1, so I've got
Okay.
21 in total.
Anyone who wishes to do so, go ahead and roll.
I'll do it.
I rolled
got
a 15.
15.
10.
21 in
What
total.
is up with you and 21s
I
today?
don't know.
14. That's
All
not
right.
going anywhere.
Bellatrix, again, you are the one, you're like, hey, check this out, it's Arcana. And everyone else is like, is that how we order Dutch Bros? And you're like, shut up, you Shamgar. It's how we communicate with the turtle. And it says so in the ancient draconic language, which is the language of magic. Hint, hint. So, what it's referring to is that someone needs to be able to use a thunder-based attack in the horn in order to be able to summon the turtle. Now, who here has access to thunder-based magic?
I'm looking. I highly doubt
Can I try
it.
and smite the
I'm-
horn?
I'm looking too.
You can 100% smite the horn.
I wish to smite the horn with my
You wish
hammer.
to it's going to cost you a spell slot.
I'm aware.
These aren't free smites for you.
Wait,
I'm aware.
why not let her do it? She's got it too.
Because
It
I
also
refuse to
costs
let
her
the
spell slots.
I refuse to let the frickin' warlock outsmite me.
Neither of them have smited yet.
I'm smiting the horn. End of discussion.
I'm smiting now.
Okay.
You're not special. I did it
Bellatrix.
first.
Bellatrix is carefully and diligently studying the runes. Like, it appears that we need to summon the great turtle by introducing thunder-based magic into the Holy Smite! All right. One of your spell slots is now consumed. Caesar,
Yes.
Oh.
you only hit 2, by the way.
I feel so vindicated now.
Okay. Now,
I
you
hope it was
holy
worth
smite.
it. You know you don't have healing, right?
Boom!
I have one more smite.
And a loud roar erupts from the other end of this. It vibrates the very scaffolding you're standing on. You can feel the terra firma of this mesa shaking. Rocks are crumbling off the side. You're not sure if this is going to be able to survive this attack. Off in the distance, you see is the valley out there changing? Like that great canyon you see before you seems to be shifting, like the base is coming up higher and higher. Now you can see shell formations at the very edges of it, as if like you're seeing a tectonic plate almost rip itself out of the ground.
Nibby, how much did we drink in that cave?
A lot, I guess.
Well, great time to die. Time to fight a kaiju.
Place to die.
A turtle's head.
Sorry, that was good.
It
Perfectly timed.
A turtle's head pops up from just before the shell, looking up at the sky, and it seems to be trying to find the noise that produced that huge roar.
Can I wave at it?
Can I just wave at it?
It's one of those things where it's so big that just you waving at it is almost imperceptible to how large this creature is.
Good job. Good job. Round of applause. This is-
Y'all were wanting me to find a
If
turtle. I
something-
found us a turtle. You're welcome.
If something that big can't be seen by it, it would be safe to assume it can't hear us either, can't it?
Oh, that's not entirely true.
Okay.
It's difficult for it to see you guys. It's not imperceptible.
Can I talk to the turtle?
You may try.
Help!
Do I gotta roll for this?
Do you speak turtle?
Do you speak turtle?
Do you speak ancient one?
Alright. You got me there.
Do you
So
speak-
I have one extra language we've not defined yet. Can I make ancient one my extra language? Because I
No.
am also a religious specialist.
I have no reason for you to believe that. Are you religious though?
I'm a paladin who came from
That
a
doesn't
holy
make you
warrior
religious.
order.
A paladin that tries to kill
Paladins are
everyone
about
and
oaths,
everything.
not religion. You think of a cleric.
I mean, so can I?
She's eating the chips.
I didn't want her to pull it down. That's all. No. Oh, no, I didn't.
So what are we doing?
So
Can I talk to the turtle? Is,
you
can I?
can try.
Can I make ancient my language?
No.
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 Can I make ancient?
No.
Alright.
My language is dwarfage.
That's an ancient language.
Dwarvage.
Mm-hmm.
Dwarvish.
Hey, Schizo, can the witch in your head understand ancient?
ancient.
Can my witch? Does my witch say anything?
You know, that thing, it gives off energies I don't even recognize.
I didn't think it though.
Compared to me, I am but a babe in the eyes of that ancient thing.
Can we see its
What
head?
did the baby yogi
You
say?
can. It's massive, though. Like, you have
It
to, like,
says that it makes her look
from
like
side to side of its head.
Can I walk towards its head to see if it gets like any? Like,
Ironic that I
affect
called her
him
the
into
baby
eyesight?
yogi.
As you move along the scaffolding, it doesn't seem to be able to, like, it's looking up. You guys can't even really see over the top of its skull to see where its eyes are. You're kind of looking at its chin.
Hey, Warlock, how about you hit the horn with a smite and try and get its attention? Try and give the horn another blast so that way it can maybe like look at the top of us and go, oh, hey, what's going on up there?
Yeah, I'll do
You want to try smiting it?
that. Yeah,
All right. With your long sword, you imbue it with. You don't have to roll. That's fine. You imbue it with your smite. Strike the mouthpiece, and another loud roar erupts through this thing. Again, shaking violently the very foundation of this mesa. This time, the turtle lowers its head right down to you guys.
That's not creepy.
And it is very close to the mesa you guys are standing on, looking straight at you.
I'm just gonna wait.
Holster weapon, bow.
You're gonna what?
He holsters his weapon and bows to it.
I'm just gonna wave.
I actually do the same. I bow.
You bow?
It's an ancient animal. I'm a spiritual person. I'm gonna bow.
Yeah, I'm not
You are
looking
one
to.
with the spirits, aren't you?
Very violent spiritual
I am.
person, but yeah.
I'm not looking to piss off the
Vodka,
kaiju.
whiskey.
So
You may sleep here till the spirits have
I
left
do
you.
not have enough respect to bow.
Thank you. I appreciate this.
Well, he seems to give off kind of like a low guttural tone. As obviously this thing can't speak.
Breathing
and
really
it-
heavy.
Lowers its head, continuing, and then it, ever so as gently as it can, nudges his head against the mesa. And you can feel the rocks shifting away from it as it nudges the mesa, but it keeps its head steady against it, like so. The top hard plate of its head seems to be right along the top of the mesa with you guys. It destroys the scaffolding as it does this. So where you guys are standing, if you were to go back to the middle, you'd end up walking on his head.
I feel like it wants us to ride his head.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on.
Yeah. Yep.
Dumb ways to die. I had to throw that in there. I thought it was
Well,
funny.
I mean, why not?
I mean, I don't feel like it has a reason to be mad at us. We woke it up. We got its attention. Me and Shamgar at least are very respectful to it.
This is the first thing you haven't tried to kill.
I'm
Bellatrix, are
gutsy,
you
but I'm
getting
not kaiju killing gutsy.
Also true.
You getting on?
I already got it.
I can remember the last
Alright,
time
all
I tried
four
to
of you
fight a
are on?
mountain.
The turtle slowly pulls his head away from the mesa, and you can feel large, violent vibrations as this thing slowly begins to rotate in place away from where the mesa is.
How the heck are we getting off it, by the way? Did we not think that one through?
You guys are
We
traveling.
totally didn't think that.
Even though
through.
this thing is moving slowly, you guys are traveling very fast. There is a lot of wind passing by you guys as this thing turns.
I'm gonna use my shield
For
to
him, it's
protect
like-
against the wind.
Here we go. For you guys, it's like.
What is the surface of the? Is it just like one big scale, or is it,
It
like
seems
cracks
like one
and
great
stuff?
big hard plate.
Is there any cracks in it I could grab my fingers onto?
You could definitely like so for him it would like to him it would feel like it's smooth, but for you guys it's very wavy, and you guys can hold on to a lot of places onto it.
I'm just
I
gonna
just
use my
crouch
shield
down
to
and just
protect
grab onto
against
it.
the wind.
Okay, so
Like,
you're just gonna
just
be like
kneel
Captain
behind
America
it.
against the wind.
Yeah.
If I increase my surface area, I can defeat the wind. Ha ha!
Yes, that's how that works.
You are going to struggle.
Well, I'll grab onto it.
Okay, yeah, you want to make your profile low if you want to defeat the wind.
I was about to say.
That's
I'm
what I was
just,
saying.
I'm
Like
gonna
crouch
lie
and hide
down.
behind the.
I mean, honestly, who's the smaller one between the two of them?
Changeling.
If she wants to get behind me and let me kind of be the windbreak against her, because even if I'm crouched, I'm still bigger than her crouch, so that way there's
Fair.
even less chance of her getting blown off the back.
Shamgar, what do you do?
I'm lying down.
That'd be kind of funny if you were just standing there. It's windy. You got like the eyes like.
It's windy in here.
Considering the fact that you made my character flavor blasted, I'm fairly certain I'm not standing even if I wanted to at this point. So I'm lying down, trying to take a drink from a distance as it's pouring down and
It's,
just
like,
splashing me in the face.
Licking your lips, trying to get some of it. I did think it'd be kind of funny to have someone standing there and. Oh, it's windy.
That's him. He stood.
He's Tuss sitting there in his mouth. "Ah, it's windy." Now, in short order, this guy has managed to turn a complete 180, and you guys are now facing the forest. If you all can recall the maps that I sent to you in the chat, let's take a quick look here, as I totally don't just take forever to turn through my book. Get back to where I had this map at. You guys are now facing towards the forest and the 3-tree hill.
Okay.
He rests his noggin up against the giant, almost pencil-thin spike of earth that is the 3-tree hill, and you guys are able to disembark from his head plate onto 3-tree hill.
We need to thank this guy in some way. He didn't kill us.
Get off, do another bow.
You're gonna do another bow?
Yeah, get off.
Right, he eats you. No, I'm kidding.
I'm just gonna raise my shield up to him and thanks.
Alright. But he does eat Nibby. No, I'm kidding.
That would be a
Shoulda
heck of a
bowed.
send-off.
Yeah. So, you guys all disembark?
Disembark.
Yeah.
Another
We all
bow.
disembark. Alright. Now, unless you want a total party wipe, I would also like some of that chocolate, whatever that was in that box.
It's gone.
He's gone.
Wow.
Unfortunately,
Arthur returns from the dead and kills us all with a holy spite.
Arthur, now riding the turtle, is going to stomp you. You guys are now on 3-tree hill. You find this is a very, very small platform of earth. You guys are very high up. It does not seem clear to you how you're going to get down. There is, in fact, only 3 trees up here.
Oh,
Probably
we're on
responsible
three
for the
trees.
reason why it hasn't eroded away so far is because it's all holding the earth up here.
Is there any like way?
Shamgar, I have an idea.
Is there any
Right.
way down?
Ride
Yeah,
a
like
landslide
any, like,
down.
Slide.
Go ahead and make an
Halfway
investigation
or-
check. Anyone who wishes to do so may try.
Investigation.
Oh, well, I'm not investigating anything.
You can always try and roll anyways. Unless
I'm,
you have a negative modifier.
8. But I'm looking for my investigation.
And investigation.
I have an
modifier?
8.
Yeah.
I have 16 in total.
Are you saying 55?
Yeah,
No,
I have
10.
8.
10? You rolled an 8?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a modifier?
I rolled a 16.
16? What did you get, Shamgar?
8.
Wow.
Oh, okay. So, Bellatrix.
Carrying us this episode.
Apparently.
Everyone else is like, man, these trees are big. And she's looking over the side like, hey, there's stairs built into the wall.
Maybe we should
could
go
all
down.
take stairs down. You guys, and these are wooden stairs. Someone has built this into the side of this
Okay.
pillar of earth that is holding up Three Tree Hill.
Underneath the wooden stairs, is there like dirt or like part of the mountain?
Nope.
It's
How
just
sturdy
wood.
are these
They're built
wooden
into the
stairs?
side, they stick straight out, and they have like support beams underneath. There's not even a
Like an old
handrail.
train track that used to hang off the mountains.
Sure.
Have you never?
How sturdy looking are these stairs?
There's thick timber, but
Very
you
old.
could reasonably suspect that it might fall eventually, but it doesn't look rotted. It doesn't look worn. There doesn't appear to be any cracks in the seams of the wood.
So
I'm going
if I
down.
step on the stairs as big as I am, I'm not going to take a tumble to my death.
No.
'Kay.
Now, if you for whatever reason decided that you just wanted to keep jumping up and down, it'd probably be feasible that it might break at some point, especially if you're at the very end of it. Again, this has no handrail. There's no chain on the other side. It's just a complete drop off if you go to the edge.
Okay, guys, hear me out. I have an
Hug the
idea.
mountain and go down this.
Hear me out. I have an idea. I'm going to unfurl my whip and have each of us grab onto it with our right hand. We're all going to stick close to the wall and then kind of train our way down that way. If one of us slips, we can hold on to the whip and kind of support ourselves.
Do you guys choose to
Yeah.
partake in that?
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
All right.
I mean, is that a bad
Okay.
idea? Am I a bad
I
idea
have
for
a vow
this?
for the. Hold on. We should do this first. Who's the lightest of us all?
Bellatrix.
Me.
I think Bellatrix goes first. Sham, you go second. Fighter goes,
I'm
Heavy.
probably
He's
way
fat.
more
and
Remember?
then he goes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You go
She's
light.
wearing armor though, so
You
might
go
even out.
You go light.
She's wearing very heavy armor,
Light, big, light, big.
so
That's
you
what I'm
guys
saying.
might be the same way actually.
Because if she drops, you're big enough to pull her up. If you drop, both of us can pull you.
All right, I accept it.
Okie dokie. So what's the marching order?
Bellatrix, Sham, me, Paladin.
I'm going last.
Bellatrix, Sham. So if he falls, Bellatrix and you will be on either side of Shamgar
Mm-hmm.
to pull him up.
Mm-hmm.
He might just take Bellatrix with him, and then it's you.
Maybe
and
we should
Caesar.
switch the order
Maybe you
between-
and I should
I was
switch.
going to say, because also I could probably haul him up by scrub his neck by myself, so...
What is your guys'
Not
straight
the
stance?
beard.
Because what I'm suggesting is that you guys put both of you on either side of Shamgar.
I don't want to do
Instead
of
that
Bellatrix.
switching, though.
Agreed.
Actually,
my
that
strength
might-
is 17 plus
that
3.
sounds pretty good.
You
want
want to
to
send
your,
Bellatrix last, even though it was her idea? If
No,
we
no,
found
No,
the
we're
bridge?
saying her first,
No,
then you, then Sham, then me.
no. It's fighter, monk, changeling, paladin. You want to put your 2 anchor points at the end.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Three of us can hold either one of you.
What the heck is going to happen if I fall? Because then I'm relying on the changeling to
and
save me.
and him.
Okay.
What I would suggest is Bellatrix front, Caesar, Shamgar, and then Nibby in the back.
Why is Nibby?
I take Jim's suggestion.
I
Yeah.
agree with Jim.
Okay.
Jim shouts from the sky, "This is how you do it, idiots!"
How dare you? mess this
Parting
up.
the clouds. Hey guys.
Oh, great and mighty Jim.
Jim. I am
Mufasa.
Jim. All right, so that's our marching order. Again, this is quite a climb. You guys are going to be descending for a long time as you climb down this rock spire that is Three Tree Hill. You notice that down below you is very thick forest, and it doesn't take much time for the tops of the trees at the base of the forest to be at eye level with you guys on the staircase as you descend down into the thick forest.
I really wish that you had made that suggestion earlier. We should have taken a nap at the top and tried to rest.
Yeah.
We're late. We're walking. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Okie dokie.
There's
We're
sleep on the
continuing on.
stairs.
We're already
No.
on the steps.
Now, who amongst you wishes to make a random roll?
Me.
Yo.
Why
Debate-
not?
Debate amongst yourselves who's going to do it.
I'm doing
Oh,
it. I
okay.
said me first.
She did.
8. Maybe I should have done that.
8, huh? This is going to be a multiple person roll. I just wanted you to start out. Okay. We have an 8. I need another person to roll a d20 of some kind.
15.
Okay, you guys are descending. Wow, this is gonna suck. Okay. You guys are descending into the forest. You notice that there seems to be a lot of greenery. This is a very green forest. A lot of evergreen trees, and there's a lot of moss covering the ground too. Now, if anyone would like to do a wisdom survival check, I will let you. Anyone who wishes to do so may take a wisdom survival check.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing it. I'm just talking.
Is this a saving throw?
No, this is not a saving throw. This is a wisdom survival check.
15.
15. Maybe what'd you get?
1.
You have no modifier for survival?
For where is that at though?
I didn't realize David was in
Towards
the
the bottom.
What's up, David?
2. So
2.
there are 3.
So you got 3.
David!
Well, unfortunately, your survival at this particular moment is like, breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. Because you're afraid of heights, and you're looking down, and you're like, don't look down.
No, lay down.
Look into the back of everybody else's head.
All right. Who all made, it was just you with
I-
the 15? Did you make it?
I made a roll. I'm including my modifier. I have 16.
16. What did you get, Caesar?
Just 15 flat.
15. Shamgar, did you even roll? Do you wish to roll? This is not force. This is a choice.
I shouldn't have rolled.
Wisdom survival.
Yeah, I'll roll.
Okay. Got a 16 and a 15. It's the
12.
12. Okay. So, who's my 16? Bellatrix. Bellatrix, you are beginning to notice from one of the many books that you read as a child that this environment is, you're recognizing. Before I go on, I have to make a quick caveat because there is a rule that I haven't been following with the descriptions, and that this environment is black and white. So, green, not so much a thing to you guys
It's
right
just
now.
dark.
You are coming down into a forest. It is getting darker, but you can still tell that there is moss, and that even without the greenery, you can tell
still
that's an
tell
evergreen
things
tree. It's got pine needles. There's moss all over the ground.
One could assume it's a
But
green
you
forest.
are beginning to realize that this seems like Gith Yankee territory.
You what?
This looks like the type of forest the Gith Yankee occupy.
Oh dear.
The Yankee?
Get the Yankee.
Gith Yankee.
Gith Yankee.
What's a gift Yankee?
Gift, not the
Gift.
gift.
Put your nose in the corner.
Are we going to be fighting rabid baseball fans?
This will not turn into the hyperbolic time chamber, Goku.
I'm surprised he just now
Hyperbolic
started saying
time
something
chamber.
about that.
You did that on
I've been
purpose.
consistently getting names wrong every week.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, almost on purpose.
Almost.
All right. The Gith Yankee are a pirate-like race that plunder,
Y'all, if I get
Other people.
snatched by one of these things.
and they're more or less fascinated with magical trinkets.
Fun.
So,
And you too.
how do you wish to relay this to your party, Bellatrix?
So keep an eye out because something's gonna jump out at you later.
That's all you tell the party?
But
I just
if
been
you
focusing on breathing
You're
right
the-
now.
You're the one with the information right now.
I rolled to kick her off the stairs. Just
You don't know what she's holding back, though, is the thing. All she said is, watch out, something might jump out at you. Which makes
Like
sense, this is a
what?
forest.
All right, so I respond with, duh.
one hasn't something in our journey so far, but would you care to elaborate?
Guys, I'm just focusing on breathing. Okay.
She's back there saying, please stop talking about things jumping.
Can we just get down this stupid
But like
mountain?
Shrek, Caesar's like, ah! Kind of like moving up and down. You can
No,
feel like the
no,
floor-
I'm not.
Information.
Ah!
Don't put that evil on me. No, I'm not.
I can't take the information. Someone's gonna have to write it down.
I want to tell them everything you just said. because I
Don't
can't
look
see it.
down, Shrek. I'm looking down.
I'm looking down. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I want to relay everything you said to them.
Oh, okay. So you guys are now aware that you could be possibly running into the Gith Yankee. Now,
Nippy,
that
you
might
okay?
not mean anything to you guys.
Okay, I'm here for you.
Other than
Got
the
you.
fact that-
Gloves.
This race of pirate-like plunderers may or may not exist in this forest and try to ambush you guys. Moving
I
forward.
swear if this is what snatches me.
You're stolen
and I
by
actually
forest
get
pirates.
snatched by these things, I ain't forgiving anybody.
You're getting snatched.
Okay. So, you guys continue on through the forest. You find what looks like a nice grove with a creek running through it. A lot of the moss that's covering the bottom of this grove seems to be soft, and if you were to lay on it, it kind of like as a waterbed would be like
Oh,
bloop, bloop,
nice.
bloop, 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 bloop.
Can we take a rest right here? Before anything else happens?
I agree. We're finally on the bottom, right? We're
Get
on
some
the-
water?
Yeah, you guys are at the bottom. You're walking through the forest now.
See, okay, I can breathe now. We exist.
Shamgar falls face down, finally passed out, drunk.
He falls face
He's
down
drowning.
into a mound of the super water absorbent moss, and he goes bloop, 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 and like a waterbed. He just keeps doing the wave like a worm until he slows down with the momentum.
I think we should all take a break, but I also think
We all put some food in our packs from the King's Feast to take into the book, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
Take a
some of
knee.
You guys did. I just grabbed the line.
I take a knee and start eating, but I'm watching
Okay.
the forest,
I
still
will allow
observant.
you guys to take a short rest.
Does this replenish
So,
any of our
I have
health?
this cool little thing
You
that
get
says-
to heal your max HP die. So if you guys have damage, and I'll go through and tell you what each of you gets to heal. I'll start with Caesar. Caesar, you are healing 10 points. You get to
Alright.
heal 10 points.
Booyah.
Understand your health. Your maximum health is your maximum health. You cannot go beyond it unless I tell you you have temporary hit points. We now go to Bellatrix. Bellatrix, you heal 8.
I don't need it.
Nibby, you heal 10.
Where is this written at? Because I didn't ever erase any of that. I never lost hit points.
Oh, you still have your plus
I still
10
have my
temporary.
temporary too.
No one's hit you. Okay, well look at that.
That's what happens when your armor class is 21.
We now go to Shamgar. Shamgar, you are healing 8 points of health.
I'm already at 18.
I'm already 18. That's what you sound like. So.
I like
It
it.
seems like
I
you
like
two
it.
just took the brunt.
I like it.
I like it.
Well, I spent the entire
You're
time,
great, legendary.
Arthur trying to get in the fight and getting
Those were
slapped
made
around the arena.
specifically
And I
for
only got
monks is the
healed
thing.
3,
Like you guys happen to
so
find and defeat
I
a
was
monk
very
and get a legendary item off of a monk. Of course, the monk's gonna love the monk legendary item.
They were made for monks by monks.
So that is your guys' healing. You gain your spell slots back because that's something unique to warlocks. Is they gain their spell slots back on a short rest. You still spent yours. You only gained your back on a long rest. Caesar.
Worthy sacrifice to smite first.
Okay, and then I'm gonna see if. Oh, you gain your key points back on a short rest.
They're so screwed.
So that's all it says.
Guys, I still have 36 hit points.
Lucky.
Okay, so she doesn't rest. She's too afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no,
just
she
shivering in
has
the
to rest.
background.
if
She-
you're not
she gave the
first in
benefits
every
of
fight
rest,
we
she has
have
to
until
rest.
you're gone, you're doing it wrong because you have the most hit points of all of us.
36, I haven't been hit yet.
Did she gain points though?
No, she still has her 10 temporary hit points from the King's Feast.
Right, so she didn't lose anything. She didn't gain anything.
True.
So she didn't have to rest.
Do you want to rest?
No, I'll stay and watch, I guess. As I'm
Okie
shivering
dokie.
behind a tree. I'm trying to survive.
Just trying to breathe.
We're down to
So
the-
you're
I'm
laying
just
on that
cooling
guilt as I'm
myself
just
off
shivering
coming
behind a
down the
tree.
thing.
So, you guys rest. Our 3 members here are taking naps or looking at the sky and counting the clouds and whatnot.
Oh crap!
Oh crap.
Did you all just screw me over?
No, I felt I
No.
went to sleep. This isn't my fault. No, we didn't screw you over.
Homeboy over
You-
there rolling for something, and I'm not liking what it is.
Oh,
Well,
You shouldn't be looking over here.
I know I shouldn't. I'm not. We're good.
So,
cheater!
The way that he looked at that, I had to see.
So did I. I saw it over here and I'm like, oh no.
you guys are blissfully unaware.
Oh great!
Nibby, you are holding onto that tree for dear life like it's the anchor for your own sanity. And then, from behind you,
Oh, that's not crazy.
what looks like green, almost goblin-like skin hands come around you and grab you by the head and yank you back from the party.
Bye, bye, Nibby.
Do we hear her like get ripped off the tree?
Nope,
We don't
because
hear
I rolled a
hoop
nat
or
20 on a
nothing?
stealth check.
Oh,
Oh.
so
That's hence my reaction.
bye,
When I leaned
Nibbles.
over.
I can't even scream, can I? Because
Nope.
they're covering my face. Wow.
Bye, Nibbles.
And your
I
long
can't
rest
do
does not
it.
end for an hour. That is the cost of a long rest, is 1 hour.
I thought this was a short rest.
Oh, excuse me, short rest. My bad, I said the wrong thing. A long rest is 24 hours. So, an hour spent during your short rest. Nibby is nowhere to be seen.
Thanks. I just got nabbed.
She leaving
No.
you like, scratch
No,
marks
no,
on
no.
her fingernails on the tree.
You just got
What
nibbed.
does appear is that you guys see...
She got dim-napped.
You got what?
She got
Nib
nib-napped.
She got nib-napped.
Nib-napped?
Nib-napped. She
Nib-
got nib-napped
she
when we
got
were napping.
nabbed.
Whole lot of napping going on here.
Nibby was nib-napped while we were napping.
Oh, nib.
It's gonna be a go-to saying now. Oh, Nib.
Oh, nibbles.
The nibbiting.
Oh gosh.
You
No,
guys
my
see-
favorite nib.
You guys see blood along the trail? You see it looks like there was a struggle. But it's not clear to you where this trail leads to, as the underbrush seems to overtake the trail and there's not enough blood or what strangely seems like green splotches of kind of like a syrup-like paste on the ground as well.
Are we seeing this through the black and white filter, or
Uh,
That sounds like.
Bellatrix, you recognize this. You're not able to see color. Again, this is something I'm still trying to remember as I go along. But Bellatrix, as you feel it, the paste, you relay it to the party that this is Githyanki blood.
Blood. Oh.
is there a blood trail, or just a couple of splotches here and there?
There's a couple splotches here and there. It goes through the thicket of underbrush, and the trail kind of disappears. You're unsure what direction they go from there.
What time of day is it?
This is about late afternoon-ish, if you could tell. Like the brightest spot in the sky in this black and white world. It appears to be past where it was overhead not too long ago.
Why is the one
It seems
person who didn't
reasonable
take
that
a
we're in
nap
the
is
afternoon
mad?
time.
What's the light situation under the forest? Is it like a heavy forest? There's not a lot of light
It is
getting
a
in.
very heavy forest. It's very thick.
Can we spark up a couple torches?
How so?
I don't have any.
I assume I have one in my travel pack. Pull out some
Okay.
like flint and steel. And
Go ahead. If you feel the need to, go ahead and light up a torch. It seems like you can reasonably see. Most of you have dark vision, which means
Mhm.
that you treat dim light as normal light. What I will say though is that there is a lot of heavy overcast from this thick forest, and the thing that you're gonna most be competing against is the fact that it's very hard to walk in a straight line through this area.
Can we try and then just jump back and forth instead of walk?
So, you guys will be moving. If you choose a direction, it's likely that you guys to get turned, maybe even lost, because it's very difficult to even hold a straight line walking through this forest because of how thick the underbrush is, how high up the roots from these trees go, and how different the elevation is from one point to another. This is going to be a lot like the Canadian forest.
Great.
So
And
we're going after.
You
Nikki,
guys will
right?
be moving at
Yeah.
half travel pace, and periodically I will be asking for survival checks to see if you get lost.
Okay. Well,
Do you guys wish to keep going in the direction she was drug off in?
tally ho.
Yep.
Okie dokie. I would like someone to make a survival check as to where it is you guys are going.
What are we checking the survival of?
Yeah, that's wisdom.
It is
right?
you guys keeping track of the direction you're going.
So what would that be? Where the number?
What did he roll?
9.
He rolled a 9. You're not sure if you're still moving the same direction. It is unclear to you whether or not you can't perceive a good enough landmark in either horizon to be able to maintain an accurate enough direction.
There's no sun. I can't track which direction we're going to.
Can I like with my sword or like like a food and everything? Can I carve an arrow into a tree?
You may absolutely go ahead and roll a survival check with advantage.
15.
Roll again.
And 4.
Okay, we're taking the 15.
Oh, they were taking the
What's your
15.
survival modifier?
Way at the bottom.
It's at the very bottom.
0.
Okay, so 15. After making a series of cuts, you guys are able to, using these markings, at least know where you've been
Mhm.
so that you can travel away from the markings made. As long as your back is towards the markings, you are at least making,
A straight line.
yes, a unilateral direction.
Mm.
Using the cat eye technique.
So, you guys begin moving away. You're noticing up ahead, kind of like from Star Wars, the Ewok village in the trees. That seems to come into view, but it seems to be dropping down into a valley. So you're looking almost at eye level to where the different huts are, but you have to go down into the valley to get to the base of the trees that they're in. And then at a couple key places around the ridge of the valley are bridges that seem to go over a lot of empty dead space into the tree platforms. So if you were to travel over the bridge, you'd be very exposed, very arid. There's nothing to hide behind, but it goes straight into the top of the trees. Or at the very base of the valley, you'd be at the base of the trees. Maybe you can make a way up if you wanted to, depending upon how creative you get. How do you want to proceed?
So, are we confident in our ability to climb these trees, or should we just brave the open thing and just try and get across as quickly as possible?
Cover more ground, see more if we try to climb the trees.
One more time. Okay.
I say the path of least resistance.
Take the bridge and hope we don't get shot at or something. Nibber?
She's
It's not here.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Restore annoying cowardice.
I got gift nabbed.
She got
Gift
nib-napped.
You should
Yeah,
know
she-
you got nib-nabbed.
Yeah.
She got gift got.
Nibbles was nabbed while we were napping.
Schizo, what do you think?
They just keep nabbing nibbles.
Yeah. I mean, we'd be able to see a little bit more.
How big is the bridge?
Ha ha ha. It's have you guys seen, if I could illustrate this, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom?
Yes.
The final scene with the bridge.
Okay, we got a bit of room.
That's the type of bridge we're looking at. It's not very long, but it looks shoddy, and you're very exposed on it. You're not hiding anywhere. People can see you from many different directions.
I still say we do it.
A stealth check is not possible on that bridge. Do you want to go over the bridge? Is that the party's decision?
I think so, yeah.
I vote.
Sword out. Let's go.
All right, sun's out, guns out. You
Please.
guys.
Please put the sword away. Let's
Because
not
if you
have a
nick it-
giant open blade on a rope bridge. Sorry, I'm a little sober.
Take a shot and let's go.
Okie dokie. I'm a little sober. Like that's what you're competing against.
Nibbles got nib-napped. I'm a little sober.
Oh!
Someone got me serious. Put the sword away.
No. It's my most powerful weapon. I'm not going to put it away.
You're gonna cut the bridge. We're all gonna die.
If we die, we die.
Probably not the monk.
Make peace with your god,
Probably not
monk.
the monk. I'm gonna punch something on the way down.
He's just going to wall run his way down. Yeah. Make peace with your god, monk.
All right.
Make peace with your monk god.
Nibbles disappears, and all of a sudden, me and Cece are fighting.
Call me
Tells you
CC
who the
again,
peace
and I'm going to
person
cut the
was.
bridge on purpose.
All right, we're crossing the bridge.
You wish to
Roll.
cross the bridge?
We're
You don't.
crossing the
You do
bridge.
not need to roll. However, a bunch of Gith are poking their heads out of windows and huts and coming outdoors, and it's obvious that they see you guys coming across the bridge.
Do they have
They seem to be
goblin
having a
looking
hustle and
flesh?
bustle. Different ones are talking to each other.
You guys walk in. I'm just having
A bunch
peace
of them
with
are pulling out swords now, and they're ganging up at the end of the bridge that you guys are walking towards.
Love up.
So, one comes out. He looks like, imagine if you would, these look like goblins if they had the same bodies as normal humans. Like if you took a
Can I
goblin,
speak your language?
stretched out its body to look like a normal human like me. If you were to dress me up like a goblin, this is what these guys look like.
Okay.
Even
And
though I speak
very
English.
slender, tall, and they dress up kind of like what's the word? A lot of times, ooh, the word escapes me
Tarzan.
now.
Tarzan with a piece of leather strap
Do
around
they
their
dress like
waist.
Dobby?
Oh, they travel around in caravans, I think.
Gypsies.
Gypsies, aha! They dress like gypsies.
Okay.
There's a couple of them that are wearing half plate armor, and a couple that are wearing full plate armor.
Full
Most of
plate
them are
armor, you
carrying,
say?
That sounds like more mercenary than gypsy.
The ones in the half plate armor have great swords. The ones in full plate armor
David
are
says
carrying
flamboyant.
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 Oh, because they look like gypsies.
Yes.
Huh. All right, and the ones in full plate armor seem to be carrying a different material-like sword. It's not a. It's not too dissimilar from the great swords. They also appear to be great swords, but the material seems to be different from the type of great sword that Caesar has, and the others in the half plate armor are using as well. You guys also happen to recognize that one of them, also wearing the helmet of your friend, in her full plate armor.
There goes your armor, Nibby.
Okay.
I have chainmail.
What do you guys wish to do?
And one of them is walking out here.
No, all of them are just ganging up at the end of the bridge.
Are they making any moves towards cutting the ropes?
No, they're like discussing amongst themselves, trying to figure out what it is that you are, and perhaps maybe what to do with you guys.
Sword still out, but I walk with my hands kind of like this, walking towards them. Kind of trying to make it like I have my sword out, but I'm not making threatening moves with it.
They kill him.
They kill. Yeah, a rain of arrows. No. If you've ever seen 300, it just comes.
I walk side by side with Caesar, stop and bow to them.
Okay.
Give them a respectful bow.
The one wearing Nibby's armor pulls up the face mask of her armor and with one arm stretches out his great sword. Again, strange material. It's not something that you seem to recognize. Kind of difficult. You can make out that it's a different material given that this is a black and white world, but it's unclear what it is. It's just different. But he stretches it out with one arm, pointing at you guys. It says, "Surrender to the clan or be made dead."
How far away from me is he?
He is... Well, it depends on how far you guys decided to get across the bridge.
We're
Are you
gonna
closer to
walk
the
until
end?
we're speaking distance.
Okay, I'll say 15 feet.
Or 10 feet and throws his whip at it.
Surrender to the clan or death.
Surrender to the clan or be dead.
Hey, we finally came across something that we can understand.
Shamgar,
Attack.
Vermilion.
Vermilion.
I immediately dash forward to try and do a smite on him with my greatsword.
Okie dokie. We're going to roll
I die
for
because of you
initiative.
guys. I'm not gonna be happy. Who knows? I
10.
might be dead by now.
19.
I will ask you when I need your numbers. Saying them to me now does not help me. Bellatrix,
14.
Shamgar,
10.
Caesar.
19.
Bellatrix, I
Again.
can't protect you no more.
Apparently, I have a shield.
Yeah. I'm over here.
Apparently I
I'm over
have
here.
that.
Use mine.
I didn't know I had one.
He told me to surrender. That was cute.
As you almost died last time.
I killed an entire flock of were-ravens under the thought of attack. This person actually threatened me. And
They took
I
our
have
nibbler.
yet to take a shot.
Mhm.
He's too sober.
Sorry, you lost your bartender.
Yeah. My drinking buddy's gone.
Hey, how many people did we just attack?
It's a-
That's a very good question.
yeah, I haven't been counting how many times he's been rolling.
That's at least 3. 4.
We've fought 6 before, so
I'm afraid we might have picked a bigger
You
fight.
also had me with you.
this is true.
Okay, the turn order is going to be this. We have Caesar, Bellatrix,
Roll big, buddy.
I plan to.
Gith Yankee Warrior 2,
You two can double up on your fighting then.
Shamgar,
It's a big open space. I can use my sphere.
Gith Yankee Warrior 3, Gith Yankee Warrior 1, and Gith Yankee Knight.
Knight or knight?
I'm assuming the knight is the one wearing her armor that I attacked.
Yeah.
Yes.
Knight, as in
All
suit
right.
of armor.
KNIGHT.
As you guys charge forward, the Gith Yankee Warriors charge out to you guys on the bridge as well. We're
Oh,
starting
you
with
all are
Caesar.
fighting on a rope.
I'm
bridge.
hitting the knight with a divine smite.
Again, he is not next to you. The Gith Yankee Warriors are the ones that ran out onto the bridge. Smite is a melee ranged enhancement spell.
Well, that's why I said I was charging towards him specifically to
Okay,
try and
you are
close
intercepted
distance.
by warriors.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm just going to swing my great sword to hit one of
Okay.
them.
Go ahead and swing your great sword. Roll your d20, understanding that your great sword is what, a +6 now?
12 plus 6, that's 18.
18 to the warriors. Hits. Wow.
And then it's my 2d4.
2d4. Sorry about
Oh, it's
that.
2d6, sorry.
2d6. Roll your 2d6.
2.
You're a 2.
2.
You're a 2. What is your what was your total damage?
Plus 4 would be 8.
Okay. Get Yankee Juan. Or I'll say 2 because he's closer to you. Takes 8 damage. As you slice across the exposed part of his body since he's wearing half plate armor.
Mm-hmm.
We now move to Bellatrix de la Cruz.
I kind of want to cast my spear above them, but I don't want to like take out Caesar over there.
The joys of having melee teammates.
I'm gonna use my hex blade and try to slash the closest one to me.
Okie dokie. I'm going to say that you have caught up to Caesar and are now attacking Gith Warrior 2. You may roll your d20.
18.
Plus 5. 23.
Brains do math. Yeah.
Okay. Are you doing it with one hand or two hands?
I'll go ahead and do 2 hands.
Okay, that's your d10. It's going to be a plus 3.
That's not it. Oh, 5.
5.
Yep.
Oh.
I rolled a 2.
Okay, so you do 5 damage. You guys are hitting this guy, though. We now go to Gith Warrior 2, who is the guy you guys have been striking. And he's going to make a great sword attack against Caesar.
Wow, Shammy, you're just kind of hanging out, aren't you? You're just watching them get wrecked. Well, not yet. I guess they hit.
I think he's still running to the fight. Like, he hasn't quite reached the fight yet.
13.
I don't even know where I am, so I don't even know if I can see
17.
what's going on.
Hits.
Okie dokie.
Each attack like this is in a matter of seconds, so I could be in motion while this is going down.
That's true.
I don't like that look he just made.
13.
Yeah.
The damage is 13?
Yep. They all have great swords as well. So just like how he rolls 2d6, they're rolling 2d6 as well.
That damage hit him so bad his pencil broke.
And they all have multi-attack as well. So they're going to roll again.
Bye, Caesar.
10.
Does not hit.
Cool. All right, now we go to Shamgar.
I get to attack?
Yar.
Alright, unarmed strike.
You're going to catch up to your friends and attack Gith Warrior 2.
Yes.
Okie dokie.
And I tripped.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 2.
You rolled 2.
I rolled a 2.
Unfortunately, you do not hit.
Yeah.
Does my lay hand for charge
So-
over short rest or long rest?
That's a 2 plus 5 is 7.
One moment, I will look that up.
That's going to severely impact my strategy going forward.
Why'd the fighter get nabbed?
Oh. I didn't know this about your character. I'm just now reading it, just so keep this in mind. When you crit, you roll an additional die on your damage. So, instead of 2d6 on your greatsword, it'd be 3d6. If and when you crit, which almost doesn't matter because it's purple. So,
So if I crit, isn't it an instant kill? Circumstances permitting?
Yeah, but you can add insult on top of that. So, I got my bonus action.
Sorry, I'm interrupting you, but I wanted to see if I can lay hands or not.
That's fine.
it is long rest.
Alright, so.
We're going back to Shamgar.
Resolve.
Shamgar, you are doing a bonus action. Do you
Yeah.
wish to spend a key point to do 2 bonus action attacks, or just do 1?
Not yet, just the one.
Just the 1. Rolling.
17.
17 total.
Yeah, 12 plus my modifier, which is 5.
Does not hit.
Okay.
Okie dokie. So this Gith warrior happens to just sidestep your fist the first time, as you stumbled the first time. We now go to Gith warrior 3, who's going to use bonus action Misty Step. He bursts into a cloud, kind of like how a lot of when you watch Harry Potter and you see duels, they all run around as like clouds.
Yeah.
And place themselves elsewhere. This is called Misty Step in D&D. It's basically the same thing. He's going to wrap around, you guys, kind of doing an arc. And he's going to appear right back on the opposite side of you guys on the bridge. And then,
Good luck.
who amongst you is in the back? I'll let you decide.
Technically.
Well,
Well,
me because he just yeeted past him. I hit and she got in front of me and hit, so wouldn't I be in the back right now?
Yeah. Okay. I can
we're
go for
doing
that.
We're doing hallway
He's
fight
going to
scene.
try and attack you with his greatsword. $15.
Does not hit.
Multi-attack. 6.
Don't hit either.
Okie dokie. We now go to Gith Warrior 1, who's going to do much the same thing. He's going to apparate into a Misty Step and appear behind and try and attack Caesar as well. Multi-attack with the 6. And inconclusive, it landed on my bag. And a 9.
Nope.
Okay. Now, Gith
It's
Knight.
that rooftop scene.
The Gith Knight is going to... I'm going to have to look this up real quick. See if I'm using this right.
I am gonna be so ticked if we rescue, air quotes, rescue, Nibby, and she's just like chilling in a
Okay.
luxury room.
The Knight is going to cast the spell Telekinesis. Here's the thing about the Gith Yankee. They are not actually magical creatures. They are psionic creatures. So, he's not technically casting the spell Telekinesis. He's using actual psionic powers to use Telekinesis. And he's going to lift the closest person, which is Shamgar, up into the air, and he's going to try and drop him off the edge. Shamgar, what I need you to do...
Is start learning how to pray.
Why does this guy
You need
sound
to make
worse
a
than
contesting
Arthur?
strength check against his spellcasting ability.
I need to what strength?
Strength check.
Strength check.
So you're making a strength saving throw. Is that a natural one? Shamgar, you have been picked up this man in full Nibby plate armor. Stretches out his hand that he's not using with his greatsword, which seems like a feat in and of itself, and he picks you up, seemingly like the Force, lifts you over the edge of the railing and drops you into the canopy below.
The canopy?
Yeah, there's always smaller trees.
Oh.
Not all of them can be huge. And I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Could you stop throwing like that?
That's a 16, so no.
Okay.
Oh, please
so
roll like
that's
that.
that's a 17 with my modifier.
Okay. You are able to not only catch a tree branch on the way down, do kind of like a gymnastics flip, fly into another tree, feet first, and then run the rest of the way down that tree. And you come out completely unscathed, but you are now
Naruto
at
over
the
there.
base floor of this tree village.
Caesar, I landed on my feet.
So proud of you, buddy.
I'm sure he could hear you.
I said so proud of you, bro.
Now,
Right?
we go back to the top of the turn order with Caesar. Caesar, you just watched Shamgar get lifted by means you understand, and he got thrown over the edge of the bridge.
You have a
So-
sphere.
You got 2 guys
know.
behind you, 2 guys in front of you. It depends on which way you're facing. If you're facing the direction you came from, which is where the Misty Step guys went to, then you're facing to the back. Bellatrix is facing forward against Githyanki Warrior 2 and the Gith Knight.
Well, I'm pretty sure I turned around when they apparated in front of me and then tried to attack me, and I dodged and blocked. So.
Okay. Oh, which is fair.
Back.
And that's where we will close it for the night.
Oh.
We're going to leave you guys in the middle of a very, very rough fight. Seeing if you guys can take on what is going on with the Githyanki. Why do they have Nibby? It only makes sense that
I have
that's
a
what their
feeling
clan is
if-
like,
I have a feeling if we
given that
defeat
they are
them,
pirate plunderers.
it's gonna be like a
And
Mario
being
thing,
your
and you're just gonna disappear. in a different-
Dungeon Dimwit Master Kenny, operating the controls of our Raven Quest. I'm joined by our players.
I am the temporarily sober and extremely angry monk Shamgar.
who
If you
was
start
just
punching
thrown to the
trees.
ground.
Don't think I won't.
Timber.
Yep, going on deciding to go on a warpath to get back what was taken from us. And as always, I am backing up my guy.
I am Caesar, the paladin, who he's sticking in there, but he's not having a great time. He's hurting. And next to me is
I am Bellatrix, and I am the warlock who's apparently not doing that bad this time.
main character energy this time. You should get some
Apparently.
kills.
I didn't even have this kind of rules when I was
Knock
supposed
on
to
wood.
face the Baba Yaga.
We also have our good friend.
Nibby, or the Nib-Nabbed. And obviously, I have no idea where I even am right now.
Oh no.
Unconscious in a burlap sack.
Turns out I'm just having like a feast with these guys, just hanging out.
Watching the
Sitting around
kids,
parlor sipping tea.
feeding her alcohol.
Will you be able to find Nibby in time? Where is she? Is she still alive? It is unknown. Next time we pick up with Dungeons and Dimwits, we will continue the crusade to find our friend within the Raven Quest book. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Dungeons and Dimwits. I've been your DM, Kenny. And as a good shout out to all of you at home, please follow us on social media platforms such as YouTube. We also have, what else, Tony?
We got the Rumble, we got the TikToks, we got the Twitters, we got the Twitches. Check us out at Your Move Studios, Your Move .studios, and Your Move _studios.
Almost TikToks and Twitches. We sound like a medicine.
Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell button, and all that other great stuff. And